Start the stream on YouTube. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. All right, live on YouTube. All right. Oh, you know what? We wanted. That's why I was starting to do work on the safe, is so we can finish up the library card task. Oh, we got to make some loose papers and a cart. Unskilled people aren't the only ones being laid off. Yeah, no, everybody, like everybody from all different sectors are being laid off. I know some people that got laid off that were like been there for a really long time. They did really great work. Like, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. My situation for me, I'd love some advice for this one. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not like the best person for advice, okay? I'm still young, you know, whatever. I might, you know, yeah. I'm in university now. I love game dev, but since me and my family aren't that rich, really, I'm afraid that going independent, going into game dev is a bad idea. I should just get a job as a CS major. Once I work and start funding my game, slowly shift into game dev again. Do you think there's any alternative to this? I don't know what the job market is like for computer science majors, but I would assume find like a job or a company that you'd want to get into and start doing some research and stuff. Definitely don't like rely on making your game to make money, at least early on. I would say yes, you can definitely release games to make income. Don't listen to people that are like, oh, well, you might not make any money. No, you can make money. You just got to be smart about it and treat it like a business, because at the end of the day, it is a business. You can be very 50-50 about it. Business, passion, right? You can, both of them can be, as much as people say you can't, they can be pretty intertwined depending on the person. I would say though, yeah, Jay literally is one of those situations. He couldn't find a nice, like a good job that paid well and wasn't absolute dog shit. So he literally just like worked on, Jay is a good example of, he went in and did marketplace assets, which helped facilitate some income. And then now he's working on a game that he's releasing soon, which I think will do pretty well. You know, Golden. Yeah, I guess it also depends on your location. Like, see if you have any like a lot of places that kind of accept computer science majors, or like just out of school students or whatnot. It's tough, man. I know way too many friends that have gone out of school and it took them forever to get a job. It's scary. Yeah, we're not in a day and age where you get out of work and people are looking to fucking hire you instantly anymore these days. You gotta like grovel at the feet of companies. It's a very contrast difference from the stories we hear from boomers. Yeah, well, I just, walked in a place and said, hey, I'm looking for a job, gave my resume, and waha, I got a job. No, motherfucker, we don't do that anymore. That's how you get, like, kicked out and blacklisted. All roads lead to Rome. Yeah, I'd say definitely, you'll see, right, Vorval, feel it out. I don't know what your financial situation is like. I don't know, like, how all of that is going, right? Because I would assume you either have a job now or you don't, right? Because you're getting your CS major. So I don't know who's technically facilitating at the moment. Yeah. I think about, depending on how well my game does when I release it, investing in an on-the-go game dev setup so I can work from anywhere, like a laptop and stuff, or like a small scale PC. My parents still help me through the finances, but after uni, I'm on my own. Yeah, it's tough. Because realistically speaking, it might be a good thing to talk to your parents about this. The real job begins after university. We're no longer in an age where getting out of university means your life begins. No. It's at least in a lot of situations that I've seen. Yeah. My business bank just got approved. Let's go. Big Pog. Now you could probably open up your Steam account for that, Jay, I would assume. Need to move from the country that we're currently in, so that's why. Oh, you have like a student visa? So I open a new Steamworks and then transfer the app. Yes, there's a whole process for it. I think there's a whole like documentation page for app transfer, Jay. And they're pretty quick about it. They're pretty quick about it. I think for me it took like just a couple days. Probably a laptop. I'm thinking about the Lenovo Legion 7 Pro with the 5080 and a Ryzen 9 CPU. Hot damn. Hot damn. Hot damn. What do you need to open a new Steamworks? Anytime you have a corporate account, so you'll have your own personal Steamworks account, and then you need a corporate account, which is a completely separate Steam account, separate Steamworks, separate documentation, because now it's on a business entity level. Also, my build is in review right now. Not sure if that matters. I don't know if transferring the app will break the build review. I'm sure Steam will figure it out. Nonetheless, you can always just mess with them. Steam support's pretty good about that stuff, I feel like. I feel like they're pretty good about it. I just realized, by the way, because of the way this is going to be structured now, it's going to have to be a widget. Or like a really complex... really complex stuff here. I had Spanish Latin American and Spanish Spain checked, and I only had one Spanish option in game. I was like, dang, that's pretty strict. Yeah, there's certain words in Latin American Spanish that are very different in Spain Spanish, from what I remember. I think it's Spain Spanish. Yeah, like one word means something very lighthearted, and then in the other language or in the other dialect, it means pussy or something. So, I think that was one of the words I could think of. I don't remember what the word was, but I remember that being a thing. So yeah. And then they say French is difficult. Fuck you. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. My partner, we went to her parents' place, and they were telling me there's two different words. There's papa, and then there's a food, which is like a potato or something, called papa. Papa. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, you motherfuckers keep saying French is difficult, and then you got shit like this? Like, come on, man. Come on. Luckily, my game doesn't have much text, but it still ended up being like 4,000 words translated in total. Suit for Hire doesn't even have that much text, and I think it's like, yeah, 6,000, something like that. I forgot all the French I learned in school. It's okay, you don't need it. The future global language is probably going to be like Mandarin or something. Realistically. Poisson versus poison. Which is which again? Poisson is fish. Poison is poison. If I remember correctly. Poisson, poison. I think. I don't know. What a weird thing to say when English is already a global language used for pretty much every software. For now. I'm so American. I hear Mandarin and think of Mandarin oranges. Mandarin, now, if we're talking hard languages, Mandarin is a hard language. Like, I don't even know any Asian language I feel like is fucking, like, hard. Like, damn. Holy moly. You're making scrambled eggs? You making some for me? See, now you guys are getting racist. I didn't even say anything. I just said that we're gonna have a different global language at some point. Some of you motherfuckers are like, I heard Mandarin has easy grammar for English speakers. Really? Hey guys, if this is slightly fucked, I'm sorry. What if the translated version of that was so fucked up you couldn't even say sorry correctly because the translated version of you saying sorry is so fucked up. Good work, huh? Wouldn't surprise me. PO edit is so cool though. Yeah, I have PO edit. I even like messaged the creator for some requests for stuff, and he added it in as features later on, which I thought was pretty sick. It's like one dude who works on it. Dark theme? No, I think it had something to do with because a lot of my work was being done through like a lot of the translators really only wanted to work through Google Drive with like an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet or whatever. They didn't want to use .po files necessarily. Sure, that's what you get when you outsource this shit to like I guess smaller companies where everybody's like an independent translator or something. So I was like, all right, sure. I guess I'll have to transfer everything over to a Google Drive and then figure out how to transfer that to somewhere else. It was fucking pain in the dick. I think he ended up making it so you can export those files and import them into PO Edit. I haven't checked out PO Edit in a while, though. I feel bad because I haven't paid for it since. Because I just found a different workflow that just kind of worked. Planning to release in May now. The game's undergone substantial changes, so I'll have to update the screenshots, GIFs, and trailers on my page close to release. Have you been doing any like marketing stuff, Golden? Do you have like a trailer and stuff already? I bought the perpetual license. Wait, PO Edit has a perpetual license? Wait. I thought PO Edit Pro was monthly. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I also bought the perpetual license, but then I also got Pro Plus on top of it. I think I got it on top of it. I think. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Let me check, actually. That's a really good question. Yeah, PO Edit Pro Plus. You know what? Wait. Yeah, no, I have a feeling that Pro perpetual license was not there because I've always had Pro Plus. Why? Whatever. Yeah, well. I think the only thing you really benefit from PO Plus or the PO Edit Plus is the different translation system stuff. But like honestly, anyone has tips how to make timers match on server and client so I don't need to update it every frame? I've been using a node called server time, which I think is properly replicated as far as I know. No, not server time. Server get server get server world time seconds. Now apparently there's been some complaints I've seen where this doesn't fully work well in certain scenarios. I think I had one of the scenarios happen to me. On begin play, this number is a bit weird, I think. At the very beginning of play, I believe. I use this in the bomb, actually. When a bomb spawns in, every player spawns their own timer version of it using the server world time. Yeah. And then that gives them a more accurate timer in terms of when it explodes. I think this works properly. I don't know. We got a lot of testing we need to do in the game. And yeah. 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 Anyways. Let's get to work, shall we? Let's get some work done. Grim, I have a serious question for once. All right. Hit me with the serious question. The supposed serious question. How big is my nose? I don't know. I've never used a ruler on it. I should, though. Big enough to sniff the shit in your room. Clean that shit up, man. I want to do game dev, but I'm somewhat concerned about being in a place where someone might get upset with my existence and dox me or something similar. What has your experience been like? especially with your face out there and everything. I've seen some pretty unhinged people, but they haven't gone as far as doxing me yet or trying to dox me. That being said, if you're like even remotely responsible to some degree and you're not like putting your address out there in public, you're probably fine. You know what I mean? Even my real name is out there. So it's like, but you can probably get away with not doing that. Chances are they will probably, like from a business standpoint, you might have to have your real name out there anyways. A big thing if you end up at some point, okay, choosing to go further with it, when you build a corporation or like a business entity, look into getting a PO box or whatever, so that your work office location is not your home office, right? That being said, if you're like an individual independent developer and you're just doing things as a self-proprietor, you don't generally need to expose your address. You'll get some unhinged people on the internet, but like even me, I can be sometimes. Well, I'm not that controversial, all things considered. In comparison to some other people on the internet, like definitely not. Honestly, I would say that's a non-issue. I at one point had a worry that I'd get like sued by like a patent trolling place, like a patent trolling company or whatever. That was a worry of mine at one point. But dude, in the grand scheme of things, you have way more other things to be worried about in life. You know what I mean? Like when you work at a company, your worry then is a different worry. It's, am I going to get laid off tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like, might not even be in your control. You might be doing a great job, and then suddenly you get laid off a week from then. Just in general for a specific thing. No, just in general. I think I like randomly got on like a fucking doom scrolling binge of looking at like videos of people getting patent trolled and stuff like that. Because the US is fucking stupid sometimes with their laws. But yeah, you can do a much better job than I did about hiding your own personal information. You know what I mean? Did I trademark my game's name? No. Trademarking, the thing with trademarking is, isn't there like a fee? You get fucked over if you don't protect your trademark. You don't explicitly go out to try to protect your trademark. It just seems like a headache. It just seems a bit like a headache. But yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about that. I think you'd be fine. I think you'd be fine. Dude, I fucking hate Twitch. I can't even scroll up for some reason. Just be worried about, you know, satisfying players. That should be your biggest, you know, just worry about that. Don't worry about getting doxxed or anything like that. Yeah. I shopped at Metro for the first time the other day and it just feels as snotty as I imagined. Wait, what's what's the problem? What's the problem with Metro? Here's some EU tips. T, C are not respected in EU and different laws apply. Yeah, same thing with Asia. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not worth the time or effort. Sure, you could argue, well, what if someone else trademarks the name after you've used the name? Well, do your research first when you're first choosing a name. But I'm pretty sure copyright law can protect you to some extent. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a fucking dog eat. What's the saying? It's a dog eat world. It's a dog. It's a rough world. Okay, but don't worry about it. Try it out. Get in there. Release a game. Don't worry about those other things. Why are you having a stroke? I forget what the fucking saying was. Dog eat dog world. Is that literally what the saying is? Yeah. I'll release Suit for Hire too. You can't do that. Hey, lawyers, mods. Mods? Mods, hello? Mods? Guys? Where's mods? All right, let's get some work done. I've been staring at this screen talking about random shit. Let's get it started. We got to get the loose papers done. We got to get the cart done. Dude, hell yeah, the cart. On the topic of needing to test game mechanics, aren't you nearing completion of that to-do list for playtesting? Kind of. We need at least 3 monsters. Not really there yet. Buying and selling items, we got selling sort of down in its most basic form. But buying, we got to get that done. We need 20 items. We're getting pretty close to getting that done. We'll probably make more, I think. 8 train carriage variants. We are halfway. Of course, in progress. Some of these are in progress, so. Hey, don't worry about it, Cat. Cat, have you already thought about maybe releasing it on the marketplace? I missed the Ronin streams where you'd spend 1 hour of the stream jumping and running around. The stream was 5 hours long. Hey, let's have a blast of the past, shall we? Although, I don't think this has the dev level with the crates that we'd slice open randomly. A blast to the past. Can I open the... Oh, shit. General world blockout? You know, I don't think... Yeah. I don't think that test level is in here. This is the tutorial area. Travel survival world? Oh, this is the survival mode. Yeah, right. With the shitty oh yeah, right. I don't know what you guys saw in this game. The viewers went up. That's all it took, huh? Yeah. I think if I were to approach this game today, I would probably make something a lot better. Oh, look, he's in the wall. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait. Hold. Yep, he's in the wall. What a dumbass. Who the fuck made this? I think I have a no clip button. Hold on, let me find it. I'm in. I'm out. Yeah, this game wasn't really... Let's be real. This game wasn't really going anywhere. It was me learning a bunch of different things. Don't get me wrong, I learned a lot. It's got some sauce.
My pants, I did.
But many things awry. Except I think of it a 59 month-aroos. Holy moly. 59 months. 59 months. Where's these other two guys? What? Where the fuck? They're up there. They're not doing anything. I do think I would know what to do with this game to make it feel really good, though. I do think I got some. I think I got some a much better groundwork now. Though I gotta say, making combat systems is not easy. 'Tis not of easy feat. Where's the other game? Did I make a build of the other game? I should make a build of the other game so I can like boot it up whenever. The other game we were working on before this one that I just didn't feel very good about. Here, let me pull it up for those that don't know what we tried to what we were trying to make before this tower game. I just didn't feel very good about it. I felt like it would take way too much work to get it into a state where I'm happy with it. Yeah. I have no clue if I'm gonna have to compile a bunch of shit. Here we are. Prototype level. You guys remember what we were working on here? I don't even remember what the fuck we were doing. I think I was struggling with gas. Gas. And I ain't saying farts. I mean gas, gameplay ability system. I was struggling with the gameplay ability system. Tower defense? No. Why is it taking so long to load this fucking level, man? Come on. Hello? 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 Yeah, we were working on this. Do you guys remember this? Yeah, we were working on this thing. Which is kind of fun, like playing it now, I could see like some fun elements. How do you switch to the... Oh, tab. But yeah. That guy's in the wall. Goodbye. You can like launch motherfuckers in the air and shit, and you can juggle them. Remember, that was... I think that was the last thing we were working on, is trying to get the juggling to work. Yeah, I don't think this was gonna go very far. It's cool though. It's just... What's wrong with it? I just didn't know where I was gonna bring it. It felt like it'd be a lot of work to get it to a spot where it's like actually like interesting. Yeah, that's the problem. It's cool, but how do I bring this into like a full game? Like, sure, this is fun for maybe like 5 minutes, but then what? Oh yeah, oh yeah, the enemies could go ragdoll. I remember, that's what we last did as well. Also, the controls are weird. Like, to go into stab, you hold left click and then hit E to turn it into a stab. Wow! Was Runner before or after this? Runner was before everything. Yeah, anyways. Controls are weird. My dude didn't play Crimson Desert. How bad was it? Because I know it was, I hear it was bad, but like, what was the what part of it was bad? I'd have to like really see, like, all I heard was things. Plugins 13.5k lines of C++. Good source. Holy moly, damn, dude. You gotta release that as a marketplace asset. That just sounds too good, man. In controller, you can jump, interact, and 2 other things with 1 button. I saw a thing where you can like target, like you can aim at a direction to jump. Why? I think I was watching a stream and I saw someone do that. I was like, why is that a thing? The plunger is free, and I don't know where it went. But they made a new patch recently, so it should be fixed in their words. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if I really care for the game. Not in a negative way or a positive way. It's just, I just don't really, I don't know if it's for me. Like, I thought it was going to be an MMO. So I thought it was going to be an MMO. As the keyword Crimson actually reminded me of your streams when I saw the title. I fucking hate it. They took my brand. It's pissing me off. It really gets on my nerves, man. All right, let's get to work. We haven't done anything in the last hour and a half. What's the plugin that somebody is making that they should release? Kat, if you want to give a quick rundown in YouTube chat, I can read it out. What's your elevator pitch? I should work on the buying system The buying would be good. Let's make this yellow real quick. At least 3 monsters, monster behaviors, 20 items. Let's make this yellow as well. I guess we can make this text yellow and then bolded. Bolded? Bold! Do you have any info on the game you're working on anywhere? Not really. This is the place. It's a co-op survival horror. Friendslop. Dealio type of game. There's no Steam page yet because I don't really have proper screenshots or trailer yet. So I'm waiting on getting those things out of the way first. Some physics. Yeah, we got some physics stuff. We got some fun physics stuff. You drag things open by dragging your mouse. So I'm dragging to left and right. Pick up items. Put them in your inventory as well. And drop the items as well. Hold on. Oh, give me a second. You can also throw items. And then you can use them. So some of these you can use. Yeah. You can break open luggages and briefcases. So we got a little bit of that going at the moment. We got computer screens. You can drag them around. Yep. Yeah. Then you gotta repair things on the train, so things break. You'll have to repair them. So yeah, that's what we got going on. And then we got plungers and shit, you know? Don't ask me why. It's because there's a toilet. Sometimes you gotta unclog the toilet, you know? Sometimes you do a little poopy and things go a little wrong, you know what I mean? We got things like this, where you match the cables and whatever. Little, basically like mini games throughout the train whenever you have to repair stuff. Then there's gonna be monsters, which I'm still working on. Getting in the game. So yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Got a wobbly glow stick. There's going to be a mini game in the library where you can look around for like a code and then open this up and get some items and shit. So that's cool. That's fun. There will be fires as well. We got a fire extinguisher. I haven't randomized them into the gameplay yet, so nothing goes on fire yet. So lots of different stuff. These valves will pop and you have to like spin the valve. All that kind of stuff. Is it going to be a run-based gameplay loop, or what do you think? Basically, like Repo, very similar to like Repo, Peak, Lethal Company, those kinds of games. Very much like, yeah, you do a run. I want to do something like Peak, because I think... I gotta make this usable. This is going to be fun to use. I want to make it so you can, like, as you complete a difficulty, you can, like, get into higher difficulties that have, like, different modifiers and stuff. Like, suddenly the train will have health. And, like, if the health goes to 0, the whole train explodes. Little things like that I think could be really fun. But, yeah. And the train is randomly generated. Or, well, randomly generated in the sense that the structure of the cars or whatnot are random. Yeah. Did I make the art assets? Most of them, but my partner is learning 3D, and she's been doing some stuff. She made the trombone. Obviously, I've been helping her kind of learn workflows and stuff. She also made the air horn. So I can't take full credit. My siblings have like a design company. They're going to help out a lot with propaganda, posters. They're going to help with the employee handbook, which is kind of like your, I guess like a little spot for your like, to remind yourself about tutorial stuff. I kind of, you know what? I want to do that today. I want to make it so we can open up the book today. I feel like, I know it's useless, but I feel an itch to get that animation system going. I feel like that'd be fun. I feel like it'd be fun. What's an unreal look? I don't know. It's a look, I guess. I think it's going to do very well on Steam. I think it has very good potential. I think it's got potential, at least on paper. I think it's just a basis of, we're going to adjust this, so it's going to be more like a quota. And then obviously we need the monsters and stuff. And then we're going to immediately go into playtesting and see like where potential pitfalls are. And the biggest thing is just making it feel like a really fun, spooky sandbox for players to have a good time. I think that's the biggest thing. Oh, this might be a bomb. It's not a bomb. We live another day. This could be a bomb. Yep. Whoa! I gotta get icons in. This is ridiculous, dude. I want to work on like a render target system. So when you pick up an item, it will like generate the icon for us. So then that way I don't have to like manually... I don't know if that's a good way of doing things. I don't know if that makes things more expensive. It'd be a one-time render target capture, right? So then that way I can just capture the icon and put it in the hotbar without having to save a bunch of textures and icons and then manage all that shit. You know what I mean? I like when he picks up the shape and the wire freaks the fuck out.
Shit my pants, I did.
Listen, it's not that... Listen, it fits the slop vibe, you know? It fits the slop vibe. We got that slop vibe going. Crazy. Thank you for the prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A man is overcomplicating needing like 20 icons. Well, Wendy, the thing is, we're going to have like probably like 60, 70 plus items in the future. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, brother, that's too many items. No, it's not. It's a perfect amount. Although, I will say, the concern is with making a ton of items is there, in a game like this, in a friendslop game, I feel like you have to make some sort of algorithm that determines what the players need. You know what I mean? Like, if someone needs meds... 2 weeks ago you wanted 20? Well, I mean 20 for the first playable concept, but I mean for like release, we're probably gonna want like at least minimum 50, if not like more than that. Yeah, I think we are gonna have to do some sort of like algorithm system for item spawning. Instead of all the items being determined right off the bat, I think we determine the items as you're going through the train. Yeah, all right. Listen, guys. Listen. Time to go. 50 items that all do different things. There'll be some that do similar stuff. Like, for example, we have the bandages for, like, very simple healing. And then we'll maybe, for example, have a med kit that takes a little bit longer to apply, but heals maybe full health. So, like, there'll be some repeat stuff. But yeah, there is going to be some... I think the fun of this game is going to be items that do different things. That's, like, part of the gameplay, I feel like. Bro, I swear I do not exist. I've had so many issues with automated reviews on my identity. Even my phone number trying to set up my bank account wasn't working. They said it wasn't a real number. What the fuck? They asked for my bank routing number and last deposit number on an account that wasn't even set up yet. Here's a thing that I learned, Jay. It's really funny. My accountant, literally my accountant, before I opened up my business accounts, he was like, okay, remember this. The people at the bank are fucking stupid. They don't know what they're doing. Most of them are like, they don't, you know, they are really stupid. And it's so fucking funny hearing that from him because, like, he used to work at a bank. He used to be in, like, you know, all this stuff. It was just so funny because then I started going to the bank and I started having bad experiences with tellers there. One time they fucked up one of my deposits and I shit you not, it took me 2 months to get that money back. Because they fucked up the way of doing something. It took them 2 months to get some of that money back into my account. That's insane. Because of a fuck up. Because of the teller was being stupid. Yeah, yeah. I agree with my accountant. They don't know what they're doing. Which is crazy because they're a bank. And they hold so much money. I had some success with making a retro reflective shader, and now I'm making all kinds of street assets for an asset pack. Dude, fuck yeah, man. Get that asset pack out. Hell yeah. Guys, I'm just saying, we need more good asset packs on the market. There's too much AI slop. We need you to make money and create great assets. Make assets great again. Could use some ambient lighting in that library train cart. Hold on, let me turn on the power. Bank teller? I just work here. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, we got some ambient lights in here. Same bank teller that fucked up my fucked up that transfer, by the way, guys. Same bank teller that asked me what I thought about wokeism in video games. Same bank teller. The patterns just keep matching up. I love making game assets. I've been trying to get into selling them. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I say get out there and do it. That's what I always recommend to people. And the nice thing about game assets is you don't have to set a crazy fucking scope to sell some assets. You don't have to set like a crazy scope. If anything, you could update the asset and that gives you opportunities to market it a little bit more, post it up on socials and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I just wish video games were far from politics and society. Let's be real. With the amount of effort and work required to make a game and the amount of risk there is with making a game, humans don't deserve video games sometimes. Let's be fucking real. With the amount of effort required to making games and stuff like that, there are certain moments where I'm like, you motherfuckers don't deserve this shit. Like, honestly. For the amount of effort that goes into it. Oh, but they make millions of dollars. You know, whatever. They're making millions of dollars because they took a 5-year risk of working on a game without making any money for 5 years. Yeah. When they probably could have worked on some shitty mobile app that, like, whatever the fuck, and then made, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Gaming is, it's an interesting space. I know someone's gonna take that quote, take that fucking clip out of context and be like, oh, look at this asshole. Shut up. Shut up. That balance of $0 and the new account looking spicy. Jay, have you been looking at a negative value for a really long time? Oh, shit. I fucked up a deposit one time. I won't lie. I forgot to sign the check, and my account went into the negatives. I had to go in, and then they were like, the manager will see you now. And I was like, oh, fuck. He's like, why are you in the negatives? And I was like, well, I fucked up. And they're like, all right. Literally, like, first 2 weeks of me having my business account, they locked my account. Yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. Yeah, I'm a little stupid. Technically, with student loans, I'm in the negatives in life, but yeah. Jay, I hope the game does well enough that you could just pay all that shit off, man. Big W. I hope the game does well enough for that. Or make a Fortnite Star Wars island and make $50,000. That's. I have, never mind. I don't want to, I will not speak. I will be in big trouble if I speak. I wish to not speak. I am holding the Second Amendment, or Fifth, or Fourth, or whichever one it is. I don't remember. I'm not even in America. I'm in Canada. But I will hold the whichever amendment it is, the rights of not speaking. It's promising the demo was very well received, just didn't get an insane outrage, but it was also right after Next Fest. I'd say just keep marketing and stuff. You know what I mean? Keep marketing. Let's get some work done. We should get some work done. Guys, I'm going to be honest. We haven't done a single thing today. We've just been talking for about an hour and a half. I want to work on the book. I'm going to be real, guys. I want to work on the book. The employee handbook. I know I shouldn't. But I know I shan't, but I want to. Which book? It's the employee handbook. Basically kind of like a tutorial book. It'll also show you the different monsters and then help you if you get like lost or anything. And I think the big thing is, this is going to be one of the things where, like I was mentioning my siblings doing some design stuff, this would be a spot where their like hard work is going to go in. So very cool designed, like old style, corporate kind of style stuff, which I think should be cool. Yeah. The irony, an unemployed writing an employee handbook. What do you think about the graphics of Metal Gear Solid 5? Does that still hold up? I don't remember what MGS 5 looks like. Actually, I think I do. Yeah, I feel like that holds up to me. But to be fair, I'll even say that a game like Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy holds up in its own way as well. I know some people will be like, well, that just looks like really classic retro, but like that's what I mean. That's the art style now. It's like an art style. This was like the graphics back then. To me now, this is an art style. Sound, thank you for the 54 months, by the way. Thank you. I know you're kidding, Kat. I know. But the reality is there are people making mad money in that whole Fortnite space. It just doesn't make sense to me. What do the characters look like? I did a little bit of work on their personalities recently, where they like their eyes move around and shit. This is basically what they look like now. So their eyes move around. When you pick up an item, they also look at items nearby them. Can they twerk? Not sure about that, but they can do this. This is crouching. Currently. This is our crouch animation at the moment. They can go extremely cross-eyed. So yeah, that's how we have it currently. What you looking at? What's down there? Briefcase? Yeah. So yeah. But that's what my opinion about art styles. Making money in Fortnite, how? You make maps. It kind of works like Roblox, I guess, in the sense that if you have a bunch of players, concurrent players playing in your map, they basically pay you for it. Yeah. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't think they're keeping that shit for long. With everything going on, I don't think they're keeping that shit for long. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they're keeping that shit for long. So if you want to take advantage of it and try it out, you should do it sooner rather than later. I'm working on a game mode for Star Wars for a co-op escape mode based on the Han/Chewie and Luke/Leia escape from the Death Star and 4-player co-op with split paths. Oh, interesting. Is it kind of like a puzzle? Like what Luke and Leia does affects what Han and Chewie are doing? That sounds fun. That's crazy. The thing with Fortnite that is crazy is you gain access to IPs that you otherwise would not be allowed to use at all. It's kind of similar to Gary's Mod, Sandbox, all those things, because then you gain access to like source engine stuff that you otherwise would not have the capability of utilizing. Other than that, though, I don't really care much for it. And the fact that they're apparently going to merge that with UE6 makes me extremely concerned. Makes me extremely concerned. You don't earn much per player, so you need a lot. Yeah, you need like a hit. Like basically, you need a hit. And most players realistically are playing some of the like really brain dead, just generic game modes. Yeah. Every time Tim brings up Unreal Engine 6, I fucking, my bones cringe. My bones somehow like, they curdle. My bones curdle. That's the word I'm going to use. Curdle. They turn into, they curdle like milk. My bones turn into slop. Epic laid off 1,000+ people. Insane to think about. Insane. Anyways, let's get some work done. We've been staring at this shit. I'm going to work on the book. I'm just trying to determine how we're going to do this. So we need the front of the book. We need a system where you can flip the pages. We're going to probably do a widget system for page 1 and page 2. There'll probably be render targets that get placed on page 1, page 2. When you flip over, we load in the new pages, and it's just an infinite float, infinite flipping until you reach the back of the book. I think that's how we're going to do it. That being said, I think we have to rig the book if we want it looking okay. I think we're going to have to rig the book. Yeah. I think we're going to want to rig the book. Make the page animations take like 5 seconds. Players love that. Yeah, surely players really love that when it takes so long just to get anywhere. Yep. I'm interested in verse, but I'm also not at the same time. I'm curious about how they're going to do the whole scene graph thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of don't really care too much about new features right now. I kind of just want to learn the tool set that I have in the engine now and just refine it. That's it. Learn how to use it at its best, and if I have to, try to fix it myself, fix areas myself, you know, improve areas myself if need be. The problem with that is that requires probably the engine source code, and I definitely do not want to use an engine source code version. Oh my god, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to UE5. But I'm talking about like them, whenever they keep bringing up UE6, it is a different kind of pain. Not so bad to use the source. I'm sure there's probably an improved way of doing it versus what I was doing, but every time I needed to do a source code edit, I would basically had to compile like so many files, which would take hours. Now, that was at the time when I had a bit of a... Like, even then, my PC wasn't that slow. They're already planning on UE6 and how it's going to be implemented. I know they talked about stuff like implementing UEFN into it and all this other stuff as far as I remember. There are a couple of workarounds when you recompile engine source, when you change just your games code. Well, games code is fine. It was when I needed to do edits on source that was a pain. And also having that on your PC is like 100 gigs. But I guess that's price to pay. No, actually, was it more than 100 gigs? No, it was more than 100 gigs. How much was it? It was like 200 gigs? I don't remember. It's big though. It's big. It's huge. It's humongous. It's like 200 with built binaries. Yup. 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 Yep. 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 Engine build does take me hours, but after that, engine changes don't take that long unless you're making massive changes. I think at the time I was making edits to nav mesh stuff because for some reason my source version, even though it was the exact same version as the launcher version, had a bunch of weird bugs that suddenly popped up. Many hours of looking at GitHub code and looking at, you know, submits and all these changes. Good times. Good times. Where's the book? I don't remember where the book is. Where's the book? Where's my book? Where's my book? I don't remember where the book is. Was it in here? Nope, this is the library shit. Damn it. Is it in engine props? Why would it be in here? Is it possibly in the file that says employee handbook? Possibly. I wonder. All right. So we want to animate the book and the flipping of the book. We're probably going to have to rig the book. And then, yeah. Let me stand up. I haven't stood up for an hour and a half. Not very good. I really should set a timer every 30 minutes for me to stand up. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, give me 1 second. My like OBS randomly like froze. I'm back. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. The source build, after having weird bugs come up after a source build, now, albeit this was in I want to say when I tried the source build and tried to work with the source build, I want to say I was in 4.24. 4.24, I think was the version I was in, or 4.26. I don't remember. But man, it was just kind of a pain in the fucking balls, honestly. Pain in the balls. Truly a pain in the balls. Especially the fact that things were broken that previously were not broken in the other version. That part kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was kind of just annoying. Maybe if I try it again, maybe it won't be as bad, but yeah. I gotta say though, a part of me does envy, not envy, but I'm a little jealous of people that are able to use engines like Unity and Godot, because like, if they're able to use it, they're probably like doing their own custom stuff for things, right? Like making their own occlusion systems and stuff like that, right? I think that's cool. I think that's cool shit. I just can't do that. I've dedicated my skill points in different things, unfortunately. So yeah. Here, Barry. My skill points are in a different place. And I wanted to write my own engine until I did, but it doesn't matter because I don't have the time. I think I wouldn't write my own engine. I would probably just use like Godot or something. Or like, I don't know. Because then that gives me a base to work off of, I guess. But then, of course, I'd have to get situated with Godot's code. Right? That would have to be like a factor, would be getting situated with their code. Understanding how shit works and whatnot. Or about half a 2D one. I could write the rest, but I don't want to make a 2D game. Right, I only make 3D games, so I don't make 2D games. I don't care for 2D personally. Okay, so we need a book that we can flip open. Okay, let me get a couple of these screenshots, a couple images, just to get an understanding of what we're going to need from a visual standpoint. Yeah. We're gonna have to, when we do the flipping animation, when we flip to the next page, we want it to be a seamless transition from one page to the next. So it's almost like they're gonna be sort of clipping. That way we have an instant transition between flipping pages. Yes. Yes. I think so. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Me looking at pictures of books because the last time I read a book was forever ago. All right, okay, all right, okay. I'm a 3D modeler. I have to make 3D games. I just don't really know how to make a 2D game. Like you said, my skills are in 3D as well. If you want to write a game engine, you need linear algebra god skills. Yeah, my math skills, as you guys know, not very good. As you guys know, my math skills are not good. Okay, so how am I gonna rig this? Should I start with the open version of the book first? And then rig the open book. It's probably the way to go. It's probably the way to go about it. So we'll duplicate this because this is in a nice rotation. And then what we'll do is we'll rotate it by 90. Double check that this is somewhat okay. And then we need to separate the interior pages. Separate the interior pages, or yeah, just actually separate them. The loose papers, I think I'll delete it. I think what we're going to do is actually we're going to make the papers fresh. We're going to make completely fresh papers, I think. Let me hide that real quick. So what we're going to do first... Krim making a digital book instead of reading a real book? Yep. Yep. I think I'd make a 2D game by making as much as possible 3D. Right, there's a lot of pixel art games that have started doing that with like PBR rendering and stuff. It's very, very, very cool. So ideally, we would take these parts and I guess the book would be flattened, maybe slight angle. Yeah, Replaced is very cool. Replaced is super, super cool. Super cool game. Super cool game. So let's do this. And then we'll do it from the 3D cursor. We'll rotate the book. I feel like that's pretty good. Nice little subtle rotation. Am I making the books for the safe code? No, no, no. This is for the employee handbook. The employee handbook. Then we're going to want the pages. I think we're okay with putting a bunch of verts in this. We don't need to go super crazy on optimizing this. So if we do pages, like we don't need a billion gajillion pages, don't get me wrong, but I think we can kind of go a little crazy with it. Okay. Might dabble in a super short co-op puzzle game, like we were here. Have some nice stylish stuff going on. Not friendslop, would probably be called it anyways. Lean into the little bit of, you know, Jay, you should look at, fuck, what's that game that I saw that's in development? It looks so chill, but it's kind of a puzzle game. It has stylized characters, but a realistic environment. You better be actually writing a book for the game. There's going to be people, other designers helping with coming up with like a handbook and everything. So it should be, not only should it be like insightful, but a great source for like lore and also like just looking like a fun thing to look through and flip through, you know? Like hopefully that's the idea. That's going to be the idea. But it's going to be more like tutorialized stuff. We'll have some words and stuff, but I think what we'll do is we'll follow an ideology where anything that's like tutorial stuff, it'll be like bolded or a different color and whatnot. So the players know if they want to just flip through it to learn things, they can just kind of flip through it. That's going to be the overall idea. Yeah. What was the game that I'm thinking about? Is it like Walking Together or something? I recommend a book to look at that I think you'd love the design of. Which book? Which book? Island Market Simulator. Gambling. It's called the Triangle Agency. Ah, yo, wait, this is kind of fire. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna send this over to the people that are gonna help. Yeah, this is sick. Very cool. Very fitting of the structure that we want to go for too. Very corporate kind of vibe. Very cool. It's got a bit of like a low, yeah, cool. Shit, let me write that down. So is this like a board game, basically? It looks like it. Kind of board game kind of vibe. Sick. Yeah. Shit, now I kind of want to buy this book. Wait, hold on. Now, I don't even want to play the game. I just want to look at the book. Very cool. Good call out. Very, very cool. Yeah, no, that's great. There's some great references in there. NVIDIA borked my drivers. Why? Because they hate you. Next question. It's pretty easy to understand. All right, well, time to manually make some pages. Well, here we go. Time to manually make these pages. Here's a guy looking at the book. You can see the pages. He's French, though. Oh, God. The French. Pourquoi ce j'ai dit art à tout rafler au jeu de role-playing? I don't know what the R is there. Jeu de... I love the cover, man. Like, look at that cover, dude. Jeu de rôle. Ah. Dude, holy shit. Wait, you are not authorized to proceed until you have read the terms and conditions located just to your left. I love that. I love that. Life insurance policy. This game's sick. Oh, there's even some redacted text? Is that what I'm seeing? Like redacted text? Oh, it's because there's like a... Really watching someone on YouTube turning pages? Yeah, but counterpoint, the pages look pretty fucking sick, do they not? Like, look at the design of this shit. Yeah, I read books. Me reading the books. Oh shit, dude. This is awesome. It's almost like reading... See, here's the thing with rule books in certain board games. They kind of fucking suck to read. This seems like it's kind of an experience to read through it. And it's kind of like part of the game. Like, part of the game is the book. Cool, man. Cool. All right, anyways, I gotta make some pages. I'll take the audiobook, you motherfucker. To hell you will not take. How the fuck am I gonna make this? Sorry, just had a moment. Wowee. I don't know how I'm gonna make this. All right, let's just, well, I guess let's just do this, I guess. Guess there's only one way to do this. I can't see shit. I literally cannot see the beginning and the end of these pages. It's too fucking smooth, man. Hold on. I guess that's the point. I feel like geonodes would be good for this. I don't even know where I'd get fucking started making geonodes for this shit. Don't ask that question. Mods, ban that guy. So I guess by definition we'll just be reading the middle page. Because I don't know how else the fuck we're gonna do this. Don't know how else the fuck we're gonna do this, let me tell you. The mods in question. Where's my mods? Where'd they go? Mods? All right, so here we have a book, and then we're gonna need to apply the array. I want to puke. Anybody else? Anybody else feeling the need to just puke all of a sudden? Okay. So I'm gonna extend this one out a bit. And then I'm going to extend this one out a little bit. Apply the array. And then maybe we'll extend this one out a little bit. Huh. Me not understanding how books work. Huh? Oi there, lads. Hello. Howdy. Welcometh. Welcometh. Cometh through, cometh through. Yo, this looks pretty good. I think me thinks this look good, but however, I can't tell where the shadows begin. Aha! Oh, wow. Ah, okay. Nice. Yo, somebody make a game where you beat the shit out of zombies Sifu style, but the zombies low-key got hands. Let's be real, Jay. Someone came up with that idea and the game fucking flunk. I'm pretty certain I could probably come up with one of those games off the top of my head. I swear I've seen a game like that recently released, and that shit probably did not do well. I'm gonna be completely fucking real with you, okay? So the front pages are gonna be the ones that get animated. They're gonna have to be pretty high poly for this to work well-ish. Let's join these two together. Let's join these parties together. Okay, Bevel. We got ourselves a book, baby. How are we going to animate this? Don't ask that question. I don't want to hear it. Don't ask that question. Seriously, I don't want to hear it. Listen. By hiding these two things, I think these won't be impacted. Okay, good. So our outside pages have a nice little separation. Okay, we need to add a little bit of chaos to the book pages. We can't just have them all be perfectly, you know, there's got to be a little bit of like crinkling and stuff like that. Yeah. Is it going to be like one animation that seemingly looks like you're flipping multiple? It will probably be like you're flipping... one page at a time. One page at a time, most likely. Is this an iPad? Old iPad? Oh, you could one could say it's a bit like an old iPad. Only the front pages are, yes, yeah. Only the front pages are animated. So I think there's going to be two sections to the book. The very front of the book, maybe a couple pages in, then reading within the body, then final pages, and then end of the book or back of the book. That's probably how I'm going to structure this. Most likely. No, that's not there. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sure, whatever, fuck it, whatever. Have I seen the Tunic Handbook guide thingy? No. Does it look good? Do it look good? We can make do with a little bit of asymmetry. We should do with a little bit of asymmetry. Asymmetry, I found out, is the best. It's the best. It's the best. Okay, am I still on 4.27? Not in this project, no. No. This project is 5.4. You're asymmetrical? Well, yes, you're right. All humans are asymmetrical. You are correct. You got that right. Don't go to 5.7. Lumen is completely fucked. Wait, is there even a 5.7? I thought 5.7 is... Wait, is 5.7 released right now? I thought the latest is 5.6. Ooh. Oh, yeah. You know what? Actually, someone showed me this. I think it might have been you, actually. This is cool. I like it. Very cool. .574 is LTS. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm not on 5.4. What the hell am I on? Oh, sorry. Correction. I'm on 5.61. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I'm on 5.61. My bad. I forgot where the hell I am. I feel like this is just a very good, safe version. Like, for the most part, I don't have any complaints. But we'll see when we do testing and then 5 million people crash the game or something. I don't know. Who knows? Speed shots shipping on 5.6, and I like 5.6 a lot. Yeah, I feel like 5.6 is a good bet. 5.6 is a pretty good bet. All right, 212 triangles of pages and shit. Hell yeah! Let's see what it looks like in game, because that's gonna be quite important. Wait, no. Before we, should we rig it first? Frack. Shit. Do I care for a front page? Maybe I don't give a shit. But we do need a table of contents, and that's one of the first few pages. How many bones are we gonna need on this? Huh. Huh. Well, let's give it a material. Let's just see how it looks, I guess. Oh, hold on, give me a second, guys. Do I purchase video games through my business as write-offs? So here's the thing. For my accounting situation currently, my business is a separate entity and I am my own entity. I still operate as my own business, technically. So I do business for my business or my corporation, basically. It's two separate entities. So when I purchase something, I purchase it using my own account, and then I write it off on my personal tax. Now, for other things like office supplies, whatever, I do that all through the corporation. Tax evasion? No. Don't get it twisted. Tax avoidance. Okay. So you have to pay tax on the money you pay yourself and tax on the money coming in? It depends how you do your accounting. How much your boss pay your salary? My boss equals myself, but also you guys see how stupid fucking corporations are? The structure and the way shit works is so silly. It's so fucking silly. And my boss is a dick. What a fucking asshole. So the thing is, when you pay yourself, ideally what you're doing is when you're paying yourself from your corporation, essentially, this is not tax advice, by the way. This is my own experience. You're essentially writing that off as an expense on your corporation, but then it becomes income on your end. That being said, when you have personal income, you're getting taxed at a much higher percentage than you would if you kept it in your corporation, right? So that's something to keep into account. Single member LLC, aka just sole proprietorship with limited liability. Consult an accountant. That's all I can tell you. I don't have an LLC. I have a corporation, so yeah. Yeah. I hate your boss too. Yeah, my boss is a dick. But I'm not a dick. Yeah, the best thing I've done is find a good accountant. Having a good accountant who can also lead me through other things, very helpful. It's my accountant quarterly. I am in constant talks with my accountant, like for personal taxes and whatnot, and also my corporation taxes. And generally that means like every 6 months I'm talking to him, basically, because yeah, my stuff happens in different times, which is kind of annoying, but stupid Texas, damn it, Texas. All right, so I want to see what this book looks like in game. Let me just parent that real quick and then export this. I don't think I'll ever understand why we don't legislate against tax avoidance and slightly reduce tax across the board, given it actually be paid. Listen, man. Whenever there's a system and money involved, there's going to be people that find ways of getting around that system in a legal way. That's just the reality of it. And sometimes, unfortunately, that involves methods that are kind of gate-kept from regular people that requires a slight, like, yeah. It's stupid. Don't get me wrong. It's dumb, but everybody does it in businesses. They're all finding. Listen, it gets to a point where businesses say that they're not making a profit, or they're making a very minimal amount of profit, like near zero. That's when it gets stupid. That's when it gets stupid. My business doesn't do that. I've been paying taxes. Some of these other businesses have found a way to be near zero on profit, which means all of the money is being funneled into like different things. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? I actually make all of my profit in Ireland. Hope this helps. Yeah, that's the thing. Having your banks set up into completely different places like Switzerland or the UK or Ireland, for example, because of the tax rates being much lower. But the thing is, to get to that level, you need a certain amount of money to get to that level, because otherwise, like, you probably can't afford the systems that are involved in those places. I could barely open a bank in the US. How the fuck do people do that? They just have gajillions of dollars, so they like find ways of saving even more gajillions of dollars. It just be that way, man. You just got to get to that level. Honestly, I don't care about all that. I just want to work for myself. Yeah, I can assure you, you can still do very well in the space without requiring all these trickeries that, you know, that these companies do. You don't need to get to that level. However, part of working with yourself, yeah, you are going to learn, you are going to have to learn a bunch of business stuff, you know, not like a lot. You don't need to learn everything about business, but it's good to be mindful of it and whatnot. I still have quite a bit of stuff that I need to learn. I've been kind of, one thing that I think is not very good, I've been relying a lot on my accountant for a lot of filing stuff, and I should probably go in and kind of learn some of that stuff myself. Definitely would be a good idea. Good thing is, once you have found your guys and have set up everything, it's not a big headache anymore, I assume. Well, it is a case of maintaining it. So as long as you are maintaining it, keeping up with your records and all that stuff, you'll be fine, really. Let's make a new folder for this. Employee handbook. His name is generic as hell. One of my corporations is just a bunch of fucking numbers. One of my corporations is just a shit ton of numbers. Did your accountant know how to handle Steam stuff, or was he like, what the fuck is that? He definitely didn't know about the space, so I kind of had to like guide him through it, and so he understood like how the process worked and whatnot, and then that way he was able to like wrap his head around like what kind of things I needed and whatnot. Like one example was, here in Ontario, you need to do GST, HST taxes for any like Canadian customers. The thing is, Steam does that on their end. So they already do that, so that meant I didn't need to collect any GST, HST. However, he said that I could potentially collect benefits from that if I did have all of that stuff set up. So that's just like one example, right? So as he kind of learned more about the space, how they were basically a distribution platform was the wording that I used with him. Essentially a distributor. They're almost like digital Walmart in a way. They're like a digital Walmart. Yeah, digital Walmart. Let me see if I can... Yeah, it's like an e-commerce, literally. So let me see if I can... Oh, I don't think this is going to work because... Oh, it's fucking... You could say they're a digital store. Yeah, that too. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever, asshole. It's also very nice that you don't have to deal with individual sales wiring into your bank, because that gets expensive quick. A lot of people neglect the amount of stuff that Steam really helps with when it comes from a distribution standpoint. They really neglect that stuff and they're like, 30% is a lot. It's a lot. However, you have a lot less stresses to deal with. You have a lot less stuff to stress about. A lot less. Legal stuff, all of that. A lot less legal stuff to deal with. But people don't expect 30%. They should only take like 15 or 12 or like 10. Maybe like take nothing. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder the people that say certain things in the space, if they're adults or not. To be fair, eBay only takes like 13%, so there is room to improve. Yeah, but doesn't eBay fucking suck? Isn't eBay kind of a fucking like shit? Like Steam is don't get me wrong, there is a little bit of a competitive side to Steam, but the fact that even today, with the amount of games releasing, that it gives you a shot to really like get things going with a minimal marketing on your own end, there's something special there. Like they got some of that stuff figured out. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they could lower it, but they have with, you know, they made the decision where people that are doing well will continue to do well. What was the numbers? What is it, 5 million? Is it 5 million gross and then they only start taking, what is it, 25% or something? What was the amount? I forgot what it was. I don't remember the numbers. I don't remember the numbers. Don't quote me on that. Steam lowered percentage. I wish this AI thing quoted something different than fucking Reddit. Can I see the actual thing here? Where's the actual documentation page for this? Hello? Where's the page? Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. We create a new revenue share. When a game makes over 10 million on Steam, the revenue share for that application will adjust to 75-25. At 50 million, the revenue share will adjust to 80-20. Very much like, hey, if you're a big developer, we'll continue to reward you. I think this was in response to like Epic Games and stuff like that. Other less exciting changes include if you're a small dev, fuck you. Yeah. I think we're going to need a separate texture for the actual employee handbook, which I think is fine because honestly, it's probably going to be a higher resolution anyways. So we could probably do that. Send a dick pic to Valve when you upload your tax documents. That is a good way to get blacklisted, probably. And then I'm going to multiply this with one of my textures. Are we going to waste 1 week making the pages be functional? Please say yes. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, this shit's going to be... This is going to be a 2-day process. It's going to take 2 days. That's it. 2 days. That's it. 2 days. 2 days. That's it. 2 days. 2 days. That's it. 2 days. Okay, we're going to stick with this one. Although I don't really like the look of this one. It doesn't have a very papery look. Sure, buddy? Hey, listen here, fucker. Ah. Flowing paper. Let's take a look. It's not flowing. The paper ain't flowing. Anyways, handbook paper. Oh my god. Here's gonna do cube projection. Then we're gonna pack it, not pin it. We're gonna pack it. Okay. Then we pack it, and then we cancel the pack, and then we scale this up. We turn that off, and then we scale this up. And then what the hell is this? The hell is that? Whatever. And then we and then we import. The pages are a little ugly looking. Let's reduce this the intensity of this. No, not that. Saturate. Thank you. Huh? No, that's still too much, though. You're supposed to say hell no for both? Don't you worry. These pages are going to look fucking great by the time we're done, okay? Look at that. Now we can see kind of the other pages. Okay, let's see what it looks like in game. Show me the goods. Show me the goods. Show me the goods. Yup. Get out of the way. Okay, this is gonna look sick, I think. It's obviously gonna be like a different object, a local object that's in front of your camera and shit. It's gonna look very cool. I think we're onto something. This is gonna have to be two-sided. I would have liked a little bit more shadow in the papers. However, I don't know if I can... I don't think we want distance field shadows for this object. Like we could. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Just bake the AO in engine. I don't really know if we can really do that. I don't think we can really do that, man. I don't think we can, you know, I don't think we can. I don't think we can make that look very good. Look very good. Because the thing is, we don't want to bake it because we might need those other pages. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We might be able to do the in-between pages. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We might be able to. We might be able to. It's not bad looking though. Like, look at that. It's not bad. I think the thing is the randomness of the up and down on some of the pages, perfect. Because look at you see the I wish I had a pointer finger thing. Oh wait, I do. Desktop dev zoomed. Yes. Yes. See, look. the little random spots, breaks up the vibe a bit. Hell yeah. Yeah. I forgot I had that scene. Okay, so now we just need to make it so we can flip the pages and open the book. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. How many bones are we gonna need to flip the page over? Are we gonna need 2? So do we need a bone here and then here? Two bones so that we can get like a little bit of curvature going? I feel like that would be the vibe, right? 2 bones, one in the middle here to simulate a sense of curvature. Because if we only do one, I don't think we're going to be able to get that nice, like, curvature that we want. So I think that's going to be the vibe, right? Then we need probably... So we need 2 bones for the front pages when we're in the body of the text of the thing. I don't know if we're going to have a look for the beginning pages. I don't think we will. We'll need 2 bones for the body of the book, so we can start from closed to open. And then those will be parented to the pages. Well, there's only one thing to do now. There's only one thing we can do now, ladies and gentlemen. Only one thing to do now. It's to rig the book. It's booking time. This is going to be interesting. I hope it's interesting for you guys too. I've never done this before. I've never made a book before, you know? I've never made a book. I never made a book. So, let me remember how to make my own armature. So add an armature. If I remember correctly, I do not want to scale the actual armature or else I fuck everything up. I got to do it in edit mode. So we scale the bone down. It stays at 1, 0. Okay. Let's have a root bone for the book. This will be at the very core of the book, right? I think that makes sense. What do you guys think? Because I think in Unreal, it wants a root bone. And that way, this controls the entire movement of the book. What a big bone. It's a big bone. It's a big bone. I sent you a virus for later, Krim. Hey, thank you. I love that. Can't wait. Oh, all right. Well, I'll take a look. Wow, I can't wait to open up that virus. It's gonna be so awesome. Okay, so this will be the root bone. Then we need another bone. How do you mirror a bone? How do you mirror a bone? There's a way to mirror a bone. How do you do it? By rotating 180. Okay, motherfucker. You think you're funny? You think you're so funny, huh? By rotating by 180. Don't you rig one side, add the prefix left underscore for example, and then just use the tool? Is it a prefix? Can I use a suffix? think it has to be a prefix. Okay. Now what? Now what? I tried using this interactive mirror. It's not what I want. It's a suffix? I've always, for bones, I've always done, yeah, suffixes. But I wonder if it matters. And then, how do we mirror it? Let's see. Hold on. Let me double check. X-axis mirror? Yeah, but it's not. Just click it. Was I supposed to, like, enable that beforehand? Hold on. Blender mirror bone. Is there a way to sort of mirror bones? Use symmetrize. Edit mode, armature, symmetrize. Symmetrize. I'm not saying that right. Bone collections. The symmetrize operator mirrors selected bones along the x-axis using Blender's bone naming convention for symmetrical. Bones can be mirrored from left to right or right to left depending on the selection. Bones with open names don't can't be determined as left or right. One collection items. Oh, okay, so it's just symmetrize? Symmetrize. Oh, motherfucker, you no! Wait, no, I think this needs to be parented. Aha! Now, you bitch. You son of a... Ah, that's not right. Oh, come on. You mother, you think you're so funny, huh? It's using my cursor? Do I use AutoRig Pro? I do for the characters. The origin of your armature is off, isn't it? Someone mod that guy. So, all right. I hope that doesn't cause any issues down the line. Oh shit. I think we can weight paint this currently, so we can figure out the closing and the opening, and then we can add the other bones for the front pages. Okay. Thoughts on that? No thoughts. No thoughts. Only doing. No thoughts. Am I going to rig the individual pages? No. No, probably not. Only the front two pages are going to be rigged. With like 2 bones. So that we get like a fun like curvature going like... And it's like... You know, there's like books. I don't have a book near me. Well, I do have a ton of book actually near me. But let me stand up. You guys heard that, right? So what I'm saying is the book will be open like this, and then the page will be dramatic. We'll do like a dramatic, like, kind of curve and then like whatever. Fuck off. I don't want to talk about this. Wait, now that I think about it. We only need one page rigged. Wait, no, we need both pages rigged. Because what if you flip to the other side? If you flip left, if you go backwards. Yeah, we'll need both of them. Wait, no, we don't. Because all we'd have to do is invert the animation and go in reverse. Well, something to think about, I guess. So I actually just need the right page. What I do need though, however, is I need a duplicated version of this page that's always behind it. So then that way we can easily transition. Okay, can someone find me a clip, actually? Someone mentioned Sea of Thieves. Can someone find me a clip of their book? I'm curious. I didn't even know what a book was before watching the stream today. You guys are funny, aren't you? Now, if I remember how to do this, we need to set an armature and then set the armature to the armature. And then this is it. What's this? Dude, what the hell is that? What is that? What is this? Who is that supposed to be? Come on. Who is this? That's me in the future. White hair. That's me in 5 years as a game developer. Full ass white hair. I already got a ton. You're not just speaking French? He doesn't speak French. He speaks like a completely different language. XQC? No, he speaks a completely different language. Nobody knows what he speaks. He's got a unique language. Completely unique language, honestly. So, weight paint. Do I need to weight everything to the root? I don't think so, right? We select this one, and then we'll go ahead and do face select. Am I still going to be working on this book in 20 years? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I hope I selected the back. Well, whatever. We'll find out. I don't think I did. Gonna be honest, guys. I don't think I did. I've got a strong feeling I did not select. Yep. Is there a half point? Yeah, there is a half point cutoff, right? Yeah, because we mirrored this. All right, this is going to be interesting. I've literally never rigged a book before, so let's take a look. All right, looks Looks as good as I thought it would be. Which is to say, wow, that's ass. Wow, that's ass. I should not have selected these inside sections. Doing that was a huge, huge blunder. Humongous blunder. So now we need to set the weight to 0 for the inside. And then bone select, go here. All right, let's see if that functions a little better. Actually, see if these are a little bit complex. Let's see. Oh my fuck. No, they're basically doing what I'm gonna do. They're gonna fake the flipping of the book, the page, the flipping of the pages. They're doing exactly what I'm gonna do. They're faking it. They're doing exactly what I'm going to do. It's not that complex. It's not rocket science, chat. It's not rocket science. You see it's flipping through the pages? It bugged out a little bit there. It bugged out a little bit there. See? See, look at that. Yeah. See what I mean? This is exactly what I'm going to do. It's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, they just flip the page and then update the texture, which is what I'm literally going to do. Okay, so I think I noticed something with my... In fact, actually, Is mine a little bit more complex because of the fact that I'm... going to be... The book is opening? Wait, hold on. Did they open the book? They do open the book. No, they don't. They don't even open the book. I'm opening the book. I'm actually doing something more complex. Do a gradient for the inner textures? Yeah, I gotta do vertex select. And then select all of these inside pages. And then hopefully... I don't know if that selects through. It does. Set the weight. So they keep their position at their root, because that's what they would do in real life anyways. This, technically, the inside would have to be blended more, but... Yeah, whatever. Yeah. All right, okay, all right now. Test number 732. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Only problem is the pages are, well, let's just say the pages are not scaling into place. Wait, some of the pages are still rotating inside. This song sounds eerily similar to the song they were playing when I was on hold with the bank. Yeah, that's jazz for you. All jazz just sounds the same. Do we care too much if it's clipping in the back? Yes. I think we do care a little bit. That being said, how can we fix this? What if we move the bone towards the inside? Does that change anything? We're going to have to turn off backface culling because these pages are going to be two-sided. I think the problem is the inside. Oh, does that inside have more edge loops? I think we need to like smooth it out. I should be able to smooth this. Okay, let's see. And then we'll do it again for these two. Smooth. Iterations of 2. Okay. Then in here. I think it's better, but not perfect. Why don't you use shape keys / blend shapes or whatever? We could use a blend shape for the... Like, we could use blend shapes. It would still need an armature, though. It would definitely still need an armature. I think. So at least the root bone. So we could make it a blend shape. Right? We might be able to. Something is not right. Wait. Those pages are supposed to stay where they are. Wait a second. Wait a damn second. It's green. Huh? Oh, you know what? I think when we smoothed it... I think when we smoothed it, it removed the immediate 0 value on us. Let's go ahead and change that again. Again, though, it needs to be a lot more... Okay, here's the idea. I think we also... I think we set these inside faces because they're so close to blue as well. I don't know how weight gradient works. Guys, I'm stupid. I don't know how this shit works. Okay, hold on. So bone select, go here, face select, select these faces. Select these faces, select that face, set weight. Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, I think I know that doing a blend shape would definitely be a lot easier. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I agree. In fact, that might also be able to give us that full book look when we're looking down the middle. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so it still needs to be an armature because you can't do blends without an armature. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna delete the side bones. Goodbye. Fuck off. We'll keep the root because we need the root. The root. And then what we shall do is we will figure out how this works because I don't remember. Shape keys. This is the basis. And then this is the open state. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I think I remember how to do this. What's this YouTube video? Book rig in depth. I don't need a tutorial. I'm a fucking Giga Chad. I don't need a tutorial. I'll figure it out myself. In fact, doesn't it make it more interesting if we figure it out ourselves here without any tutorials? Stop looking at the video. Stop looking at the video. Turn off that video. Listen, we got to do this together. It's more interesting that way. More interesting that way. Do not use your past knowledge. Am I still doing the every 30-minute standing up thing? Yes, but last time I stood up was to pick up a book, which is I've never done before. Never did that in my life. Okay, so let me do something to test this out. Okay, I remember. Okay, good. So you need to go into edit mode, set the value to 1. I'm going to rename this to closed state. Now, what we can do is let's just get started on this. So let me turn on mirror. So then whatever we do here will be on the other side. This is going to be the most rigged book ever. This shit's going to be fucking awesome. This shit's going to be awesome. All right? This shit's going to be awesome. All right? Hopefully. All right, so 3D cursor first. We're going to rotate this in. We'll fix those weird sections. Okay, actually, we're going to do those last. And for a very good reason. Are shape keys just a way to store vertex positions and blend those positions? I would assume that's how it's happening behind the scenes. I don't actually 100% know, though. You're asking the wrong guy for these kind of very complex questions because I'm not very smart. But yeah, as far as I know, it saves the information. Guys, why is the mirror not doing what I want? Mirror, mirror on the wall. What are you doing? Yeah, whatever. How many hours have I spent on this book again? Guys, if I get one more question of how long I spent on insert thing here, I think I'm going to explode. I'm telling you right now, I might explode. It's not going to be pretty. I'm going to erupt into gajillions of fucking pieces. Game developers, when something doesn't happen instantly, oh, what the hell, what the fuck? Why is the other side not mirrored? I literally have been... Sorry, my bad. Had a little moment there. Whatever, man. Fuck. Whatever. Put this into position. By the way, I'm just saying, once I'm done this, apparently, I believe I've got a burrito waiting for me, and this is gonna be so fucking epic. It's gonna be, you don't even understand. You don't understand how epic the burrito is gonna be. It's a birria burrito. It's gonna be so delicious. I'm gonna eat the shit out of that. Oh my god. What the hell is this? All right. So now, take a look at this. We open and close the... It's not rotating the way I want it to. Oh! Because it's just lerping between the pages. It's not... It's a magic book. A magic my balls book. Could I maybe... Could I... Can't I make a middle value? I don't think you can edit the in-between values, can you? I thought it was just the 0 and 1 value. Can you? Wait, can you? Wait. Wait, guys, hold on. Can you edit the middle value? I don't think you can. Like, we can try. Like, why not try, right? No. I think it's just, it's a 0 or 1. Yeah, we would need a middle state. Either that or we do a combination of... Now, there is a vertex group here. I don't think that really improves it, though. Don't you possibly want one side to stay in place and rotate just the other instead of moving both? Not sure if it gets more complicated once attached to the hand or something. You know what we might be able to do? Because when you open the book, it's just going to be the front. When this blending happens, we'll probably rotate the book as well. So honestly, people might not even notice that the fact that the book is doing some weird fuckery. You know what I mean? You know, I think we might be okay. Alternatively, what we might be able to do is bring back those bones that we had, and maybe we do a combination of shape key, and bone. Animation, bone animation, and shape key. Now I'm curious, this relative thing, it has a cardinal interpolation. I don't think it makes a difference. The way it's blending. Yeah, I don't think it makes any difference. What? Yeah, that looks cool. Now, can you make this a plugin with different book shapes? I'll buy it. Immediately explodes and dies. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know what's really nice? I still have our vertex groups. Yes. 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so flipping the page. Flipping the page. Okay, so flipping the page. Flipping the page. So here's the idea. Okay, here's the idea. We duplicate the page. We put it slightly behind it. Okay. So then it'll look almost... I duplicated the page and everything broke. Oh. Hell nah, bros modeling each individual page of a book. Listen, it's not even that many triangles. The whole book is 400 triangles, Viper. The whole book is 400. It's 400 pages of a triangle. It's going to be right in the player's face. Look, watch this. See? Pretty good, huh? Listen, it's not like it's a bunch of bristles on a toothbrush, okay? This is some shit you'd see in his hand. Okay, listen. It's not a bunch of bristles on a toothbrush. You cannot relate me to Cum Chalice Guy. Okay, do not compare me to Cum Chalice Guy. I'm gonna fucking freak out. Don't you dare compare me to Cum Chalice Guy. How many pages does this book have? I don't know yet. I don't know. Listen, we're not flipping through the actual pages. We're just going to open the book and then, you know, and then we do a bunch of fake fuckery stuff, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So now we need 2 bones. Do you mind counting them? I really want to know. I hate you. Okay, here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's like 20, 24. 24 plus 24, 48. Like we got 48 pages. Flip each page to count them. Mods. 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 Guards? Guards, get that guy. Get that guy out of here. So we need a mid section to then allow us to have control over the curvature, and then the end page. All right. Okay, this will be parented to the root. This will be called page underscore 1. And then this will be called page underscore 2. And then we go into the weight painting mode and we select bone, and then we and then we, And then and then we, then we, I don't know. We're gonna want to smooth this somehow, right? We're gonna want to smooth this somehow. Somehow. Okay, but for now, let's see what this looks like. So we turn the page. Okay, all right. I'm we're getting somewhere. This big bone is in my way, man. This damn big bone. Get this big bone out of here. I got a bone to pick with this big bone. The nipple expansion. This is going to be used for a menu. It's going to be used for the employee handbook, which is kind of like a tutorial book. I'm sure we can find ways of reusing it in other places. We gotta. There's too many resources being funneled into this. And by resources, I mean 3 hours of work. That's a lot of resources. We need to... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so here's the idea. Right, so here's the idea. Okay, so this, we're gonna smooth the weights. 4 iterations. And then, select this one, smooth the weights. 4 iterations. And then, select that edge, and then set the weight to nothing. Yep. Set the weight to nothing, yes. And then smooth that. That didn't do anything. Wait. I know what to do. Oh my god, I know what to do. Smooth it again. That was a bit too much. Okay, good. Now we're good. We're good. Oh, yes, dude. Then, flip the page. Okay, we're sort of getting somewhere. I need this bone to go away. Okay, thank you. So we'll end the page there, and then the other page... No. Guys, I think we might need 3 bones. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I think we might need 3 bones for this. Wait. What if we scale it while it flips? Huh? It's time. Key the bone. I haven't keyed bones in such a long time. Okay, let me see. Please hold. Auto IK, does that actually even do anything? Hold on, I want to select the end piece. Please select the end piece. Please select the end piece. I hate you. I hate you. You're just, you suck. The end bone. Select the end bone. How do I select the end bone? You can do that. I think. Pretty sure. How do I... That is the end of bone. No, I mean the end of the bone. The end of the bone. In edit mode? No, you could do it in pose mode too, can you not? You can only do it in edit mode? Oh, you fuck. Oh. That is how I flip my pages. No, we don't need auto IK. Okay, hold on. What was the button? I? I guess I am using auto IK then. and then scale. Wait, hold on. I forgot to go forward a keyframe. Whoopsies. I forget how to animate. I haven't animated in a while. So keyframe that, keyframe this. Then let's go to frame 10. This is frame 10. And we're going to rotate. And scale by -1. You never thought of that one, huh? All right, and then uh-oh. Seems we got a little bit of clipping going on. I'm sure that's gonna be fine. You know what's so funny? The middle frame, guys, look at this shit. The middle frame is exactly in the middle. Do you see that shit? Well, not exactly. Well, it's kind of exactly. That's, hey. Also, the entire thing is scaled by 0, actually. So that would probably explain why it's doing that. That would probably explain it. It's because it's being scaled. So it's literally scaled. Yeah. Anyways, book me. I wonder if we want the whole thing to clip through the page. I think we do want it to clip into the next page because that will determine the transition. We want it to be like a perfect transition, I think. I think that's how we're going to do this. And then it's going to immediately reset. So the idea is we want it to be, I think, exactly perfectly on the dot. Can I move a bone? Is that a good idea? Probably not a good idea, but let's just do it anyways. A little bit of translation. What's the worst that could happen? It is going to be a two-sided material. Yes, it's going to be a two-sided material. I think actually, I don't know how we're going to do this. It's going to be a lot of interesting perspective fuckery while we flip through the page. Because technically, when we flip through the page, 0 to 5 will show on the current page. Okay, we have, so let's say this is page 1 and page 2. Once we reach frame 5, we still should see page 1, but we'll also see page 3. Page 4. At this stage, page 2 is no longer really visible. So what we probably want to do is in frame 6, start showing page 3. And then once it reaches frame 9 or 10, we can completely unload page 1, and now this is page 3, and the behind of it is also page 3. Yeah. You guys get what you guys get what I'm putting down? You guys get what I'm putting down? Everybody understand? Everybody understand? Okay, good. I need more water. Let's test it out first before I go get water. Water. No? Come on, guys. You gotta understand. What the hell is this? What the hell is that? All right, so let's go ahead and export this book alongside the armature, which I think I should be able to export like this, and the animations. Skeleton mesh and animation, 2 assets will be exported. One of them is going to be probably. What the hell? Where am I? Am I in hell? I crashed Blender. All right. I hope I didn't lose everything. That would suck. All right. All is good. All is good. I think we are going to export this the traditional way. Let's move this to a new collection called Rigged Book. And then let's move this into place. And then, yeah. We're going to do a traditional export. Selected objects, mesh armature, other. Okay. How did I hide all the other collections that fast? 3. 1 through 9 is to go through your collections. 1 is the main collection, and then 2 is the other collection. At least that's how I have mine set up. I don't know if that's how other people would have theirs set up, but that's how I have mine set up. Okay, so delete this. Well, actually keep this book. This is the text, the test book. The test book. All right, SK Employee Handbook. It's going to import the skeletal mesh. I think. I hate this importer. I fucking hate this importer. I hate it. Import skeletal meshes, yes. Okay, import. So we got the animation. All right. Right. Okay. All right. Guys, I think scaling I don't think they like I don't think they like it when you scale the bones, guys. I don't think they like it when you scale the bones. Right. Unreal has a really bad scaling support and animation? Oh. That's good. Well, that's good. Great! Great. Well, that's good. You know, if it's a stepped animation, it's not that bad. However, once you go into linear, well, let's just say... whatever that is happens. Just hide it all with motion blur? Ah, yes, classic. The classic method. Funny thing is, that's frame 4. Well, let's try it out. How am I gonna re-import the, wait, hold on. Let's just try re-exporting. And then maybe re-importing will work just fine. Re-import animation. Okay. Hey, look, it's just fine. Mr. Krim, what's the trick to being consistent? I don't know, just do stuff. Stop fucking around. Am I using quaternions? I don't know. Don't talk to me about quaternions. Just shut up. I hate quaternions. I don't want to hear it. Although you may be, I think it's just the fact that we're scaling it. I think it's just the fact that we're scaling it. From, I hate them too. I'm just making sure you don't have them enabled. Isn't everything behind the scenes quaternions though? Like what's a man to do? What if we instantly scale this? So this key, where's the key type? Where's the key type? Set the key type? Set key type. No. Set the key type of this. Set the key. I hate Blender. I hate you so much sometimes. Aha! Bezier. Constant. Oh, fucker. The other way. No, the other way. Do the other way. Constant. No, that's not it. Oh, come on. Whatever. Let's just try constant. What happens then? We don't even need the scaling. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. What if we just delete the scale? Oh, wait, hold on. We kind of... I think the scale is a crutch right now. I think the scaling is a crutch. Does Blender have Euler angled curves? You're speaking Italian. I don't know what you're saying. What's Euler angled? I don't know what that I quite literally do not know what you are saying. You are Italian? I'm only 6% Italian based off of a fucking DNA test. Anyways, so hold on. Oh, you fuck. Bro just said Euler angles? Yeah, I did. Okay, we're just gonna do this without any scaling because because we can do that. We can do it. Will it look weird? Yeah. Does it look weird right now? Yeah. Things aren't really going our way right now. Well, at least it's not going. Although we could do stepped. Stepped might look cool. Step bro. But you can see the obvious clipping through the pages, which is not cool. Bro, we might need another page. Or another bone, is what I was gonna say. Also, wait, I want to see if, where's my morph targets? Guys! 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 Where's my... Huh? Where's my... Huh? Wait, where's my thing? Where's my thing, man? Where's my thing? Where's the, ay, caramba. Where's my, where's my, where, guys? Guys, I'm looking for my shape key. Closed state. Where's my shape key? How do I export my shape key? It's supposed to be in here. Wait, is it supposed to be like this? Add a curve, closed state? No, that's not right. No, 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 no. That's not, no, 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 no. Come on, come on. Where's my thing? I have it. Okay, give it back. Hey, give it back, man. Guy. Hey, looking for a thing. Well, balls. Where's my... Oh, hold on. Please hold. Export shape keys. Import morph targets in the FBX import... Convert, if enabled, all static meshes that have morph targets will be imported as skeletal meshes instead. Okay. Huh. Okay. Wait, am I wrong in that skeletal meshes... It is that a skeletal mesh... It can only a skeletal mesh can have morph targets, right? Or is it like... What was it? Did I get that backwards? Is it actually not a skeletal mesh and it's actually a static mesh? Under geometry, uncheck apply modifiers. Applying modifiers destroys shape keys. Oh, what? Oh. 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 But then what about our prevents exporting shape keys? Oh, but what about our weighted normals? So we're not going to have weighted normals on this, which is probably expected from a skeletal mesh anyway. Can I just re-import this by just dragging it back into the scene? Thoughts? Let's see. Test number 2. Wait. The following materials need morph support used with morph targets in the material editor. Use with morph target. Okay. Morph. Use with morph targets. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes. Whoops. Oh, no. Why is that -1? Can I not set the limits? Ah, whatever. Okay, cool. Okay. Apply the weights prior to export. We could do that. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Okay, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna cut it. It's I forget that's animated. Although I might be able to still use the same material. Actually, That might be okay actually. I might be able to still use the same material. I just gotta remove the vertex paint stuff, which is probably a good idea anyways. Okay, so let's see what this looks like in the scene with the flipping the page animation on loop. You don't really notice the clipping. You kind of do. Let's slow it down. What if we slow it down? Slow it down. Play rate, 0.5. Yeah, you do. Do you mind? There's another one over there. How, what? You can kind of see the clipping. And by kind of, you can really see the clipping. You can really see. Okay, so let's try to reduce the clipping. It's really going to be hard to, without using the scale. Without using scaling. Why don't you animate it to the same position the end page is? Yes, we are basically doing that. So the beginning page, we have one page basically duplicated right behind it. So it looks almost the exact same. The goal is to make the end page look very close, like the ending of this animation to look exactly like the end page. And it's basically going to clip, but we want it to clip at the end. Right now, you can see it's clipping halfway here. Not great. Now, we might need one of two things we could do. Now, I don't know if moving the position works. We can try. So far, minimal clipping. Quite a bit of clipping. There's really like no way around this. I think we need a third bone. Dude, I swear you should be able to select just that endpoint in pose mode. Are you not able to? I swear you were able to. Whatever. We can't scale it. Wait, no, I swear you're able to select this point. Maybe not. I think we need a third bone. As much as I can keep moving this like backwards and stuff. It's like it's not gonna cut it. It's gonna look super janky. Let's see what this looks like. I'm sure it's gonna look like ass, but let's see what it looks. Well, let's take a look, I guess. So the animation, re-import the animation. It's not like overly obvious that it's being shifted around, but it's you can tell, especially at this final frame. I think it depends on how slow we make the flipping. Yeah, you can kind of tell it's a little fucky. Also, important to note, if we want this to be a perfect transition, I think the back of the UV is going to have to be a different... We might just have to duplicate the geometry and turn off two-sided. Yeah, because the back of the page is going to need a whole different thing. Either that or we simplify the material to not use this texture and it's just a basic color. But I do like the texture variants. Like, sure, we could do that. Although we can still, yeah, we do kind of still see that movement. It's pretty shit. Let me do this. I'm going to bring it back in. Well, let's rotate this, and then the page can be maybe... I was hoping the smoothing would be a lot smoother. We might still be able to do that. Yeah, it's just this. We might need a third bone. Either that or we use a combination of a shape key and the other thing, which could be the other alternative. But big thing we're gonna have to do, the UVs of this page needs to be exactly the same as the UVs on the back of the other page. Which means I think what we're gonna have to do is do a duplicate for the other page. Duplicate. Move it in a little bit. Gonna be very interesting. Invert the normals. Oh shit! I think I have. Get me out of here. Great. I still have this. Okay, so this is the actual page. Select these two. Okay. That's the one that we want. So don't ask what this is. Ignore that. Fuck it. Whatever. Who cares? This will have to be like that. Double check. So that's that top vert. It's the top vert. Okay, and then this, let's hit it by 90 and snap it into place. Not center, please. Oh, closest, and you're not doing that. Snapping in Blender makes me want to explode. Like, why are you this way? Okay, this will probably be close enough. Would you say you found your purpose? I guess. I don't know, man. Life is too short to think about shit like that. Got enough to deal with, you know? Snapping a blender makes people snap. Is that why they designed this shit this way? So I should be able to just re-import this by dragging this back in, which should then re-import the actual skeletal mesh. We might see a bit of Z fighting. Yeah, look at the texture. It's like gets sucked in. It gets sucked in. Is it cool for your partner learning 3D stuff to work together full-time on projects? Ideally, that'd be cool, for sure. Okay, still, now the problem... There's a weird jump at the end. We might be able to... smooth that out. But yeah, there is a little bit of a jump. I wonder if I make it stepped. I'm very curious what it would look like if it's stepped. Honestly, kind of vomit-inducing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, not exactly the prettiest thing in the world. So maybe we want to copy the keyframes. And then we're probably going to want to look at... Let's just see what it looks like if we add that extra keyframe. Don't think it's going to look very good. No, I don't think we want that, actually. I think we just want to snap to it, and hopefully we can make it look good enough that we don't see the snap occurring. It could be the UVs of the page behind it. We'll figure it out. Can I animate a shape key? Like, can I make an animation that animates the shape key? Oh god, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do, I think we should, yeah, right? We should be able to, right? Now, I know I can do that through Blueprint, no problem there, but I think it would be better if we just, like, animated it. That being said, means we'll have to make a separate animation. And I hate making multiple animations in this shit. Oh my god, I hate it. Okay, let me see if I remember how to do this. And here, we're gonna do dope sheet. Nope. Action editor. Yes. Save this. New action. Open. Delete the keyframes. Okay. Then we go back to open. We can delete these keyframes. No problem. Then keyframe this value, set it to 1. Set it to 0. And then let's see if that actually works, because I don't know if it will. Four-hour stream, first in a while. First in a while. Okay, we had an error when exporting. It would appear we had an error when exporting. Could not set action key action onto ID OB armature as it does not have suitably rooted paths for this purpose. Alright, fine. Just delete open. Maybe I might be able to create an empty animation and then just do it myself. I don't know. We'll see. Now I got to figure out how to delete that animation. I should be able to just close Blender and then reopen it. Oh, would you look at that? It also removed my fucking... I hate... Could not set action key action 001. Bro, come on, get out of here. Sheep. Delete. There we go. Now we should be able to export this again without an issue. There we go. So I think we're just gonna have to create a manual thing. I do see close state here as a curve. I wonder if I can just create an animation with a specific time. Now, that's going to only make it as 1 frame. How do I extend this to be more than 1 frame again? How do I just add frames to this? I can't... You know, the normal thing would be just, oh, well, just drag the end. No. You can't do that. Because fuck you, I guess. Oh! Oh, wait, I could just do this. 10 frames. Wait, maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. Let's do another 10 frames. Actually, maybe 6 frames. 26 frames? 26? 27. It's about a second long. Close state. Edit the curve. Add a key. Make this 1. 0. Add another key. Add another key. 0.9. 1. A little bit of break. Maybe a little bit of overshoot. Because why not? I don't know. Fuck it. We ballin', I suppose. And then maybe another key. Break. You fuck. That's not... Auto. Auto. Yeah, that's how books work. I think. I suppose. Okay, cool. So now we've got 2 animations. We have the flipping the page and the opening animation. How to hit on an animator? Walk up and say, damn, your curves are looking good. I mean, your Beziers. Yeah, that's how you get them. Yeah, it's not like a perfect opening animation, but fuck it, whatever. We're gonna have it so it starts out as the book like this, and then we turn the book. Which maybe we put that in the animation then. I guess we could keyframe that. Where's the root of the book? Root. Where's the origin? Hello, I need the origin. Hello, show me the origin. Show me the, thank you. Add a key. Animating in default Unreal thing. Pain. Absolute pain. And then I'd like to take our root and reset it. No, reset it. I'd like to reset it. Okay, I hate you. You are the worst. You are the worst book ever. Oh, I hate you. Oh, come on. Yeah, thank you. Key. Yes. Kind of. Sort of. Dude, this... I'm gonna freak out. Dude. Yes. Oh, dude, it looks like... Yes, dude, yes. Yeah. Look at that. That's hot. That's hot. You gotta admit, that's pretty hot. That looks pretty hot. That's pretty hot, huh? Thoughts? Don't give me your thoughts. I don't care. All right, cool. I'm gonna go eat my burrito. See you guys later. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for lurking, chat, and sitting around. We book. Never animated a book before. We're gonna see how this looks. But it looks good. Looks good, I think. I think it looks good. All right. See you guys tomorrow for the continuation of the book. We're gonna actually like add pages to it and shit. And then like actually have the interaction occur and shit, you know? And shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Cool. All right. Nice. All right, see you guys tomorrow then. Wednesday. Earlier? I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for looking, checking, sticking around, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Goodbye.